Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy, Future Goku here. Just to warn you that, this next couple are kind of a clusterfuck. Um, I was at Friendo's house when we recorded these, and Dog was like, oh, let's just invite the entire fucking Discord server in to record with us. So there's like 6 people in the chat, and it's, I don't know, like my voice is like echoing through someone else's thing, so I like tried to sync it up with that so it's not too bad. But yeah, it's a little fucky. So I'm gonna try to cut these a little longer just so I can get them done with and get back to like the more regular shit. So yeah, have fun with that.
Grounds circa 2004.
Yo, I helped pay to make this game.
You should really ask for
Money
your back.
well spent.
Why? This game is
Oh, fantastic.
Wait, 1 second, okay. I started recording the other thing just so that I could get you like the tail end of that conversation.
I'm gonna widescreen this just so I can understand how bad this looks.
Yeah.
That's
Good
why they
idea.
full screen that bitch there.
Also, we're going in like 5 seconds. Are you guys ready to do an intro?
No.
let Goku talk first and let
Okay.
him say everyone else can talk.
Alright, we're starting in like 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Omega Goku here with more Super Stromboli DNA Cheeseburger Apocalypse. We're starting where we left off. We have even more friends here today.
Wait, is that seriously the name of the game?
It's called Gender Bender DNA Twister Extreme, but fuck that.
Honestly, it was close enough. We round up. We round up here.
Make a,
Oh yeah,
can
this
make a
audio
label
rates are
out.
not being shit. I've got one boy in the same room as me. Hopefully my mic doesn't pick him up.
I'll try to be as quiet as possible.
It's fine. It could also help me like sync everything up. Could be good. Could be actually horrible though. We'll see.
Is actually AIDS.
So who else here? Can we just take a roll call?
I am the aspiring champion and I need more rum.
That's fair.
You got Dimensional Phoenix, so let's have some fun.
Okay. Coming in from a different dimension where the games were actually good.
Coming in from across the room, actually 10 feet away from you, you got Neon.
Neon.
And the titular dog god
And
Still
the
here.
titular.
is still here.
He's still
Titular.
here. He never left. Joe was here. He's
I've
not
been in
here
this
anymore.
loading screen for 10 weeks.
What loading screen? What are you talking about?
Yeah, whatever you leave, it's just a loading screen.
Is it?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's my life.
Okay. Alright. So, talk to the computer team. Get them to run a diagnostics when they're finished. In the meantime, I need you to play things cool with Jack. So, the story so far, we left off, Rose over here is our waifu.
Nathan.
That's us on the other side. We were a guy. Now we're not.
Permagirl.
Yeah,
Non-reversible.
that's about all that happened.
Science.
That-
Shenanigans.
The Road to Possibility poster, that just... There's multiple things wrong with it. I
It's
cannot
not
begin to...
possibility, it's profitability.
Just a heads up, I'm going in completely blind to this. I'm just not going to question anything
Yes.
at all.
Oh,
No,
I'm...
sir. Does someone want to do a
I'm
funny
late.
voice for Rose?
Anyone?
No, because I don't want my family looking at me like I'm crazy.
It's fine.
They already
won't
do.
know it's you.
Alright, I guess me and Goku can continue to be the only voice actors of the series.
That's fine.
You find me something interesting, and you know what? You'll have me. How about that?
What
Okay.
were we doing? Were you doing Nathan or was I doing Nathan? Well, I guess this is Rose. Who was doing Rose, I should say.
I don't remember.
I'll let you do Nathan. And then
Okay.
I'll do more of the side characters.
Okay.
If he finds out about this hack, he'll blame boxers and start a crazy corporate war that we might lose because we don't have any proof they hacked us. The less Jack knows, the better.
Shoot, what voice do I want to do? I don't know. It's gonna be
What
pretty
was
hard
it,
to
dude?
keep
Was
this
it,
under
dude?
wraps, Rose. I
Just so
smoked
often.
47 packs of cigarettes a day.
Oh no, I want to be the smoker then.
I'm going to be Sheila, the receptionist.
Better be honest and distract him as much as you can.
She's been working at this company for 50
Yeah,
years.
Yeah, no.
bozo.
That just
Not gonna
sounds.
happen.
It's oh, don't do that.
We'll just try and play it cool, okay?
I have cystic fibrosis for the last 48 years and haven't killed once.
I've had to have 2 lung transplants, and I have COPD.
You tell him he's a bozo.
You're beginning to sound like my grandmother. That's what I don't like right now.
It's Grandpa.
Get that 2-pack a day.
I won't
habit.
do anything like that. I'll take care of things. Don't worry.
Hey, Grandpa, I'm
I
going to
know
show you this. This is called a visual novel.
Oh god.
What is this? It's giving me a heart attack.
You happy you fought in the war for this, Gramps? You happy? See what this country's become?
Alright, Nathan, time to enter danger control mode. This is what you're good at, so stay focused.
Gonna enter the danger zone.
Boxers could have hacked into our computers remotely, but more likely they have an inside agent working for them. It could be any single one of us.
It could be you.
It could be you.
me.
It could be me. It could even
be that tree right there.
It could.
Why would they have a tree inside? I can
Rather than
understand
focusing
it.
on one person, I should try to
There's
find
the
out as
echo.
much information. Does this turn into a spy game?
All right, there are multiple fucking like roads down. There's multiple endings.
Oh my god.
Investigate the
Okay.
IT team. What the fuck are they doing?
Question
Cocaine?
Jack, interrogate Natalia, or investigate the IT team.
Fucking
Alright.
CSI the IT team. Go ahead.
No.
Cast your
It's
votes.
not gonna be the IT team because we did play one of their characters in a different route of this game.
Yeah, they're just really incompetent.
It's going to be Jack. It's going
just
to be
like
that
real
pervert
life.
Jack who thought you were a girl this whole time. Until you know,
Until we were a girl.
until you were a girl.
What do you think?
Also, Question Jack sounds funny.
Survey?
Honestly, I shouldn't have any input here because I'm just tagging along.
I guess we're gonna go with question Jack because the other ideas aren't holding. So
Alright,
go
we're gonna
ahead.
go
Natalia's-
Jack off.
Natalia's also another route we get to do. Like, each character is its own little route.
What is this like Sam Fisher little spy bullshit I'm reading?
I don't know.
What
Jack's
the
a
hell is
wild card.
this?
I need to get on him first and keep him away from the computer room.
Is this turning into a 1930s detective noir radio show?
We're in Australia.
We could do that. That could be good.
Well, everything's backward in Australia.
You take that back.
He was involved in the hacking
Never.
and selling us
The
all
fucking
out.
birds are
I
crazy.
can't let him know that we're on to him.
Yeah, Frankie
I'm
wants
sure
money.
as hell not flirting with him though. Ew.
Yeah, Frankie wants his money. Eh? Oh yes. By the way,
Oh,
there are
God.
bajillions of mermaid statues all throughout town.
Yeah, that's just a thing. I don't know. Don't question it, please.
I won't. I'm beyond
If you don't
questioning.
take the bone hurting juice, you get turned into a mermaid statue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, wants to be Jack.
Nathan,
I can
my
be-
main man, who was secretly a woman. How's things?
Good. You?
Secret?
I was just talking to Jocks in marketing. He's with me on the idea we should make electric boobaloo part of the woman's dress code.
What?
We would be sued to death if we did
That's
that.
right.
The high heels are pushing it as it is.
That's
Also,
right.
I'm not quite so sure about that name. Never quite sat right with me.
God damn.
Don't make me laugh, Nathan. It's fine. We
No,
can
it
even
isn't.
just call it Electric Boobaloo 2 in the next season.
Hey, don't go down to the IT department today. One of the nerds spilled their curry everywhere. It smells like death.
Like death, you say? I need to smell this.
This is
Little
the
did
kind of
you know
motherfucker.
that wasn't the only thing smelling
no,
like death you'd
no.
run into today.
I'm gonna go,
No.
gonna go smell.
This
Go
is the
cool.
kind of
Don't-
guy.
Don't sniff the nerd.
This is the kind of guy who would wipe his ass, get a little bit of shit on his finger, and then smell it.
Yeah. Some serious gourmet shit here.
Just stay away from me, okay?
I just had to deal with somebody throwing up at the state fair. I don't want to have to deal with somebody else throwing up due to this.
Now I want to go downstairs.
Heyo.
Hey, don't we have any joint operation with... We don't have any joint operation with boxers, do we? Like, we haven't worked with them at all in the past, have we?
One sec. Fucking screenshot off.
What are you
I-
screenshotting?
No, my.
Oh, your screenshot. Oh, it's shut off, not
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't
yeah.
move my cursor in a while.
I don't have ears. Don't worry.
I hate that company. I don't care if boxers make the comfiest boxers around. I still wear briefs on principle. I'd never deal with them. Not in a million years.
It's true.
man after my
Boxers
own
did
heart.
make some great boxers.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not gonna lie.
do the
I wear a
boxers.
pair
They're
every
too
day.
comfy.
They're pretty great. Such great ventilation. Nothing better for me in my detective work. Everyone
Oh,
knows you
no.
can't detective when your
I just
balls
realized
fucking suck.
my microwave's broken. I can't make my ramen.
Just
I'm
message me
sorry.
on Discord. Why are you messaging me things on Discord? We're recording.
Yes.
I was just thinking about our marketing.
That's-
For
that's
example,
great.
we could run an ad campaign and post billboards directly opposite their store, snarkily criticizing their products. You know, something like, buy the pair of boxers that don't make your legs chafe and give you a hideous rash. You draw away business from their stores into ours.
That's the best slogan ever. But we don't sell clothing. And Boxers brand boxers are really well made. They don't make your legs chafe at all. How would you know,
It sounded
Jack?
like,
How would Jack?
from all my experience, that sounded like something that someone who wore boxers.
This is turning
every
into
day
Phoenix
would say.
Wright.
I thought you'd say you never worn them.
Objection!
I'm not wearing some right now. Not me. I'd never wear their ridiculously comfy boxers, made from real down feathers. Just boring old briefs for me.
Made from
Something
baby
told me
seals.
Something told me Jack was wearing more than he was letting on. I bet
You
you,
have to
are.
find out.
Prove it. Pull those pants down, big boy.
Let me see that big dick ears.
Roll for
That's
seduction.
sexual harassment, and I won't have that. You're fired.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it like that.
He's
I'm
taking
just
it like
conducting an investigation here.
A bet.
You don't have to hold back around me, Nathan. I don't mind if things get a little freaky. This is bad because
that.
someone's
Here we
being
go,
rude.
kids.
I'm actually going to go throw up right now.
Hey, Drew.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to run to the bathroom. I used the pod plant behind me instead.
Just threw up in the mermaid's vagina. No need to hide, Nathan. I'm here whenever you need me.
Yeah, they give me like
I need to
20%
wash
views in
my
the
mouth
high.
out and listen to loud rock music or something. Anything to get the mental image of sleeping with Jack out of my head. Although I have to admit, sometimes when I was alone at night, I did think of his sexy dick.
Why would you say motherfucker's got the build of like a 20-year-old, but he's got the hair of a 60-year-old.
He's an
How'd
old
your
man.
investigation go?
These look like the rejected
Oh, wait, no, I was
humans
doing
from the
it,
Sonic
but I've
X
got a few
cartoon.
leads I'm working on. That Jack guy sure does wear some strange boxers.
I did some digging around and found out Boxers owns more than just a clothing store in the mall. They actually invested in a cafe and are planning to open a few more stalls in the north end of the mall later this year.
People only go to the north end of the mall for concerts. You'd have to be crazy to open a store there.
What the hell
Not to
holds a
mention
concert
the
in a
mermaid
mall?
statues. They are everywhere.
What if it's the
was
Great
kinda
Mall of
creepy if you
America,
ask me.
located in the good old Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Oh yeah, don't you
Dude,
know? Just
dude.
go up to Minnesota, to the north side of the mall, and see those good concerts at the Mall of America. Don't
Do
you know?
not ever compare real life to this 2008 DeviantArt BS again.
Especially because this takes place in Australia.
When did this come out?
It's even worse.
Sooner than it should have.
Oh no.
This is just what I heard, but I think we should check it out. Want to head out to Sunset Blend for lunch?
No, for some reason I don't.
What happened to your voice, Rose?
Rose, this is an intervention.
They
You
might own
need
the
to stop
cafe,
smoking.
but how would visiting the store help us out with our investigation?
I don't know, but they had pictures of their nachos on their website, and I have to try them.
Really?
No, I have heard that that store has the best nachos.
It's in like every person's route.
Ah yes.
The
Motherfucking nachos.
Boxers owning multiple stores was hardly surprising. They prided themselves on being a mega corporation with no real specialty, much like Abadabadabadon. I didn't think a cafe had anything to do with them stealing our research, but these plans for new stores were interesting. If we weren't careful, they'd use our findings to open a beauty salon that changed your gender or something. We needed to be the ones who came out with that idea, not them. We were the ones who put in the groundwork, and I wasn't going to let them get away with this, especially not after I seen these great tits.
And nachos.
While we're here, I want to check out Abaddon Electronics X. They have a great deal on home electronics this weekend.
Sponsored by Abaddon Electronics X.
No, I'd rather go to that weird store with the scale symbol.
What is the weird store with the skills?
It's right by her shoulder.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
but what is it? What does that store even sell anyway?
It sells
I've never been
justice.
in there.
It's just
we're
an
gonna
it's,
find out.
it's just Anubis chilling in there for a while.
Anubis.
Nice fursuit, Jeezy boy.
I think it sells phones.
Nice fursuit,
and phone
Jeezy.
accessories.
Now that I think about it, most of the stores in this part of the mall have vague and confusing signs. What's up with the one with the moon sign? From here it looks like a cell phone store? What do moons have to do with cell phones? Do the cell phones go through the moon?
Who knows what the designer was thinking? I mean, look at us.
Indeed.
We look like poop.
I think the designer decided to shatter the fourth wall on his way here. Wow, I didn't expect these to be this greasy.
They're literally dripping fat. Nachos aren't meant to do that.
Ugh.
That sounds like heart attack nachos.
Heart attack in a bag. Ugh.
And they
reminds me of-
apparently taste
Mm,
insanely
greasy.
good. I need to have these.
Greasy nachos.
God,
Not
can-
exactly
can't you
something
stop
you'd feel
staring
like
at me?
ordering
This
on a Friday morning.
Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog reject character.
No,
Don't
she's going to stare only at you,
I
Phoenix.
think I'll
I can-
pass. These things
Staring
can
Time out.
into my soul.
despite the fact that they look great.
Give them a go. They won't change your voice or anything. That's what the cigarettes are for.
Turns out I laced my cigarettes with crack. And the reason the nachos are also so good, crack.
What's the worst thing that happens? May you gain heaps of weight and then you go up a bunch of cup sizes.
Alright, just stop. Let me just say one thing. If you're fat and you have big tits, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but
Um,
she's
Yeah.
skinny.
Weight works that
You
way.
have tits.
Ah, see?
Let me tell
See?
you, I tried gaining weight before, had no tits, could not finish my trap cosplay.
Eating a
Fucking
single
nachos. Eat the nachos or I'm getting a divorce.
We're not
Oh.
even married yet.
Listen, I haven't married you yet. We're still going hard.
Patrick, you want
I
to
don't
join
have
here?
time for
Yeah,
this.
you
I don't
fire.
want to bear to lose my figure if we get broken up. I want to be able to stay out there, you know? Are these deep fried or something? What's the deal with these nachos?
Hey, Drew, you want a job here?
No, I've got a better one at the moment.
I can just
Probably
imagine
best
the
not to
random-
ask.
It'd be all the crack in them.
I
So,
can just
are you
imagine
gonna
the
do some
random waiter
snooping?
just like, there are two ladies over analyzing our nachos. What do we do?
I'm sorry, aspiring champion. I couldn't hear you over you eating the nachos.
No.
Why,
Smoking all the crack.
why is it called drinks and stuff? What do you mean stuff?
You know,
What?
stuff
There's also coffee there. It's a
I'm
cafe.
pretty sure we know what the
Yeah.
stuff is.
and nachos.
Coffee sounds horrible.
And also a cigarette. See, it's right there, right by it.
Yeah.
This is an OSHA violation, Hazard.
It was a slow Saturday morning. I decided to investigate these delicious nachos a little more. I felt the deal with boxers could be put on hold for a while. I just couldn't get these nachos off my mind. I even saw Derek hiding in a bunch of bushes for some reason. But his bright green hair and enormous breasts were camouflage closeness. I had no idea what he was up to. This settled it. I was going to completely restructure that lab. It couldn't keep running like this any longer. I didn't care how
What?
brilliant and invaluable these scientists were. They were way too erratic to control. I'd have to bring it up
What?
to at the next board meeting. This was getting ridiculous.
Don't worry, we've been skipping around the
How'd it
story, so you won't. We know as much as you do, basically.
How
What?
much?
We basically went to the second to last person, like our third character. There's like
How?
fucking 12 people.
How much did you donate to this game?
$5.
You should
$5
ask
plus
for
you
your.
bought it
You should ask
twice.
for your money.
Dude, I'm
Oh
so
yeah, I
sorry.
also bought this game twice. Once for
And how
myself and
much?
once for Goku.
How much was this game new?
What?
It's like
Probably.
surprisingly expensive.
Or are we talking like $10?
I think it's more than that.
Here, let me quick
Oh.
go
What
to
do
the
you
store.
mean it's more than 10
I think it's like
bucks?
$15 or
Are you
something.
It's
serious?
$24.99 right now.
$24.99.
$25 for this heap?
Jesus. Move over, bad rats. Apparently there's a new whore on the street.
The
That one
release
guy put,
date
like-
is the 2014.
24.
You can buy like 8 pizzas for that.
No wonder it looks like it came from DeviantArt. It probably started on DeviantArt.
It was made by 2 people.
I can tell.
That's one person too many.
Good to break the
Thanks.
silence like that.
Great job.
It was very good
I'll
input.
shut down the electronics store eventually. But right now, I'm too invested in it. I need to see it succeed. I can't look like a fool again.
But you have tits.
I was gonna eat some cereal, but now since I feel like I have to, I'm gonna eat some tortilla chips.
We hadn't learned much.
Okay,
that much.
mute yourself if you do.
But we were slowly narrowing down our list of suspects. I still had a few hunches, and after I finished the rest of those nachos, the two of us got back to work. Meanwhile, our real friends brought in some nachos.
You might
Thanks,
want to
man.
go see a chiropractor for the hunches.
I was gonna say you
Thoughts
were
could
gonna want
have
to see
been
a
hacking us for any number of
cardiologist.
reasons, but I suspect they were after our lab data. One of those interns probably blabbed, and they couldn't resist getting into our servers. I have a feeling I might be missing something, though. Actually, now that I think about it, the hack could have come from the lab itself. We have a lot of computer equipment there. They could have been. They wouldn't have been short on processing majiggers.
What about you, Jiggers?
Majiggers.
Hey, Drew.
You want to talk about jiggers?
Wow.
You can't say that word, man.
I'll say what I want. I'm a 1930s detective. We didn't have race problems back then. The only
Listen,
race
Jigger.
problem we had was people not being white.
Hey, yo. Suck my dick, yo.
God damn it.
I dropped my knife.
Guess I'm going out to visit the lab this morning.
Hey, Manny.
It wasn't.
Suck my dick, yo.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what?
You okay?
One moment.
I wasn't exactly looking forward to visiting the research lab because there was a part of me that was worried there'd be another explosion and I'd get transformed into something else. Knowing those scientists, I wouldn't put them past it. Although it seemed unlikely that any of them would actually be working, they'd probably all be trying on clothes and fondling their boobs all day. Not much unlike myself.
I mean, that's
Hello.
basically what he said.
Okay, which employees should I check with? If one of them is a traitor, they won't have an alibi for last night. Any one of them could be responsible, though. Interrogate Derek. interrogate
Neither
Liam.
one of them, honestly.
Where's the Dan option? I just want to hang out with Dan.
Yeah, Dan's the best. If we see
Dan.
Dan, you'll know because we'll fangirl over him.
I'll be this next
Yeah.
voice for this next whoever it is.
All right, who do you want to be?
It's up to
wait,
you.
no. If we
Liam
choose,
or
we
Brett?
choose Liam, you can do the uwu voice.
That's right. Liam is the ooh voice.
Okay.
We'll let you take over someone else if you want. Then Neon.
Yeah. So we might have. Well, we can just go to Derek. We can just go see Dino.
That's right.
Derek seemed shifty, and he was building a really strange device in the lab. I think he called it a genetic inhibition chair, or something. Seems like an awfully strange thing to build when you already have syrup that'll give you enormous breasts in 5 seconds flat.
Mrs.
why is
Butterworth
he building
is
it?
surprisingly forward-thinking with breast-growing syrup.
What?
See, he cannot appreciate
I
the
think
small
we should ask
titties.
Mr. Derek Big Boobs a few questions.
Oh yeah, and we can show them what he was talking
Derek,
about
I'm
before
here
in
to
the
ask you some
cafe.
questions that are bigger than your tits.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
There's the green-haired big boots.
Oh.
That's your voice. You get what come you.
Name is Gina, thank you very much.
Your name tag says Derek. Oh, I see you scribbled your name out and written Dino over the top.
Yep, that makes it official.
No, it doesn't. That doesn't make shit
Fuck
official.
you. Yes, it does.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Ask away.
Firstly, how'd you get your tits that big? Can you do it to me?
Also, can I just quick interject?
No.
It's also not how tit physics are, and my god, how she's drawn like a One Piece character with a waist that thin. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Her bra is literally called a Kevlar bra. So she's bullet resistant around her boobs.
Ah,
The
yes.
genetic infusion chamber. What does it do?
That should be able to safely release transformative chemicals, allowing the subject to change form quickly and giving us that more control over the finished product.
Actually, that's not a bad invention. Being transformed into a woman was ridiculously painful, but if we could use this device, it'd be much more marketable. We might even be able to use it to turn ourselves back to normal.
Impossible.
I was actually gonna use it to turn myself into a cat girl. Okay, Elon Musk.
I fully support this character now.
What's a cat girl?
Oh, you poor
All this
uncultured.
talk of cats was starting to make me a little
Well,
hungry.
you see, when someone just starts to become furry, like regular girls, except they
Oh,
have
don't
cats,
worry.
it's so
They
cute.
actually do become
They
full
have a
on
tail
furry
too?
sometimes.
Have you never
What?
cat girls before?
It's true.
No. Was this some kind of those anime things that all the idiot
Japanime.
kids were talking about?
One of
the
those
other day?
Japanimes? You need to get out more. Oh god, you speak for
He does
yourself.
work 7 days a week.
Thanks for your time, Derek.
Don't misgender me! My name is Dana.
Whatever. Derek had seemed pretty focused in his work, and he didn't seem particularly shifty or anything. I imagine that transformation chamber had occupied his attention for the past few days. It was unlikely he was behind the hack, although I was now intrigued with the idea of these cat girls. But I still couldn't rule him out completely. He'd just been transformed into his dream girl, so I didn't think he'd harbored any ill feelings towards Dabadon. I'd be
Hey.
surprised if he was the one responsible for this.
Hey, you didn't
I
say
think-
it right.
Dabadon.
Thank you.
I didn't think Liam was responsible either. Those two were really close, and I couldn't see a situation where one of them would sell the other out. It just wouldn't make any sense. However, there was one person here who I definitely need to question before I left.
Oh,
Dan?
oh.
It's Dan!
It is!
Dan.
You called it!
We've done it!
Ladies and gentlemen, we went.
Yes!
Oh. Oh.
Yes!
Damn.
Oh.
Who wants to be Dan?
Fuck it, I'll
This
be
is
Dan.
a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be the greatest character in this game.
I'll be Dan, fuck it.
Do it.
Hi.
Still wearing that outfit, I see.
Not by choice.
Indeed, it might not have been his choice, but it was a great choice nonetheless.
It's really form-fitting. Well, you're wearing high heels.
That was mandated by my place of work. I had no choice in the matter. Where were you last night, Dan?
So I can be there this night.
I was working here most of the night, but I went home just before 9.
Just before 9, you say? That was right about the time of the hack. Dan definitely had something to do with it. You were working on your computer, correct, Dan?
Sure, working. I was running a few simulations for Lion and Deanne.
Ah, simulations. Who are Lynn and Dino, by the way?
Even though we already know the answer to 50% of that.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Anyways, simulations, you say? That sounds a little suspicious.
Oh, I can show them to you if you'd like. I'm modeling a few simulations. Oh, how to turn us all back into guys and undo this genetic lock problem. At least I'd like to find a way to make my boobs smaller, though. They're way too jiggly. Jiggly.
I swear I have heard the word chiggly more times in conversation this week than I have in my entire life. Not that I was complaining, though. Dan did have some nice tits.
Some tig old biddies. Some big old bahangla dongas.
Also, for some trivia, Dan has an increased erogenous zone along all of his tit.
What?
It's
Why?
confirmed in a different playthrough when you're playing as Liam or Derek.
Wow, thanks, dog.
Okay, big lore moments.
Big lore.
Big lore moment.
So Dan is always horny.
Oh,
God damn it.
good to know. Well,
So
to
don't
be fair, no
question
one else
when
was
Dan
just
has the
fuck with
blushes.
me
Question when
I
everyone
wanted
else has the
to in
blushes.
first place.
Sorry.
This week sucks. Everyone keeps talking over. Oh, that's your voice. I'm sorry.
This week sucks so fucking much. Wait, can we
You've
swear on this
worked in-
thing?
And you've worked in computer software for how many years now?
About 20 minutes.
Yes. I'm 30 now. Oh God. And I got my first IT job when I was 19. So I'd say
30.
It's a hot 30-year-old.
Yeah, you look like
How very
17.
interesting.
Why do we
It's
all
surprising that
look
a
like
30-year-old could look that incredibly sexy. I'm
Also,
not gonna lie.
A 30-year-old teen idol, by the way.
I'll leave you to your work, Dan. Give me a call if you make any breakthroughs.
Guarantee you there's at least one guy who wants to do that.
Dude, there's two guys here that want to do Dan.
Dan looked pretty
What?
traumatized with his horrible ideal, but that was the perfect motivation to sell all of our data to boxers. He had the technical know-how to pull it off too, but I didn't have any proof he did it either. I gotta say, those simulations sounded awful suspicious. I might have to ask one of the computer nerds to come over and have a look at Dan's workstation for any incriminating evidence, but then I'd run the risk of getting a full sleeve if it was one of my nerds who performed the hack. This was going to be tricky. One wrong move and I'd lose the company. I had to be smart about this.
It's like we found the simulations. They're only pornography.
By the way, another mermaid statue in their own apartment.
Why? Honestly.
I went to use the restroom and I came.
God damn it.
No. Put some clothes on. Please put some
God
clothes on.
damn it.
I don't think we can really do that. Of course I'm beat. I just had the most stressful day of my working career.
Drew, you can alt tab and we'll tell you when they're more decent if you want.
It's not about being decent. It's just, I don't want to see them specifically in that attire.
Look at how fucked up your character's bicep is.
Yeah.
Look at how fucked up.
That's not an arm. That's a tendril at that point.
Well, I'm gonna have golden grams. That'll help the situation.
Golden grams heal all pain.
I think
You're gonna need about a whole box of them though.
I think drinking is
Actually,
right
I might speak to CBT security.
Gotta get
Might have
involved with
actually
music
recorded
here.
something.
Do I have any fireball left? Hold on, I'm gonna go fire.
You're gonna need the
In
whole
the
bottle.
meantime, how about I make you dinner? I was a bit distracted yesterday.
Can I help?
You
I feel
can
like I've been
stay
slacking around the
distracted.
house a bit recently.
No problem, hot stuff.
After making dinner with Rose, we sat down on the couch to watch TV. We were both pretty hardworking people, so it was nice to unwind in times like this.
So this is a movie about a mammoth tearing apart a shopping mall? That's like the dumbest concept for a movie yet.
Finally something
Just
I
wait
agree
until I
with.
show you that movie about a tornado made out of sharks.
I made
Just
4
wait
of
till I
those.
show you the gender-bent DNA twister
I thought they made 5 of them.
Jack was ranting about it the other day. He attempted to copy their business model and launch a B-movie business of his own.
He got Jerry Seinfeld's. I know I'm making the joke out of the joke, but I had.
Wow, and that's how babies made. I'm grandpa.
Let's just say that
Wow.
Beehive Breaker
God
wasn't as
damn it.
popular as Mammoth Mall 2. Sometimes I still hear buzzing in there. Indeed, the massive release of bees in our office break room was quite alarming to
This
some.
area has a
I
severe
know how
lack-
to solve this problem of bees with more bees.
Thought
Me,
it'd save money on
Dr.
actors and use
Bees.
people around the office.
How did I not hear about this?
We're still settling legal disputes.
You could have at least used an exotic animal, like a tiger. I love tigers. You know, one time I got the eye of the tiger. I put it up my butt.
Did you just say bees are lame?
Rose and I sit back to watch
That-
TV together for
I'm
the rest
out.
of the evening.
This uncultured bitch.
Man, that was a good episode of Seinfeld, I must say.
It was the one with the puffy shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's how babies are made.
After eating breakfast, I got changed and made my way to work. I hadn't made much ground yesterday, but I had a feeling I'd catch the culprit behind the breach today.
But I was making my way downtown, walking fast, eating ass.
Smoking
It's
cigarettes.
funny how obsessed I was becoming with catching this guy. I was so focused I barely stopped thinking about how I was stuck in a female body. And that was probably a good thing. The busier I was, the better.
No, the good thing was I was stuck in a female body.
So, where do we start? Hold up.
Oh, it's a giant phone. It's coming right for
yeah.
That was when she rolled in. The giant cell phone.
Oh no,
They said they had
Dan's turned
information.
himself into a cell phone.
Says Dan. Dan, read your line.
Aspiring champion.
Well, fuck.
Those
Oh,
golden
he's
grams
eating.
are-
You're on the phone.
I'll do this.
Is this Nathan?
Fuck.
That would be me.
Wow, that's accurate. Fuck.
It's Dan from yesterday.
Ah, yes, I was remembering Dan. I always remember you, Dan, with your huge
was looking-
tits.
Yes, that's what everyone says.
Yesterday, and I noticed something weird. Oh wait.
You've been
You-
overruled, aspiring champion. You are here for purely co-commentary.
Okay, fuck it.
You've been demoted to customer.
You've been demoted to customer.
Maybe a promotion?
Can we talk about this in person? I don't think we should talk about stuff like this over the phone, in case someone is listening.
Oh, don't worry. I'm always listening. Now this was interesting. It looked like Dan had recovered the data trail the hackers had left behind, which is something my computer nerds were still working on. I might have someone I could trust on this matter that actually knew what they were talking about. On the other hand, Dan could be playing me and tricking me into trusting him. If he was the hacker, this would be the perfect way to cover his tracks. I could go over there and visit Dan, and try to grill him on this information. Or I could have him come here and collaborate with the nerds. For all I knew, they could all be in on this, so getting them together could be a bad idea. This was a tough one.
We only want Dan.
Colonel.
I
Bring
think
Dan-
you're
visit Dan.
overestimating.
Stay right there. I'm on my way. Here to clap them. Come to clap those cheeks. I still don't fully trust those nerds downstairs, so keeping him away from my ringer was the best course of action. And if Dan was trying to trick me, she didn't know what I knew. Of course, this meant I had to drive out to the lab. Again, I felt like I was going there every day now.
It's almost like it's part of my job.
Dan, talk to me. Give me the facts. Give it to me straight.
Hey, yo, hit me up with that 411.
This isn't really good news or anything, but I think someone might be messing with our network. It's hidden well, but someone definitely accessed the server and downloaded a bunch of encrypted files. They broke through all the security systems and left without leaving a trace.
God damn it, Dan, I already knew that. Tell me something I don't know. Give me the facts.
I don't think it's the end of the world, though. I made sure to encrypt all of our research files, especially the ones pertaining to the gender swap incident. They might have stolen them, but they can't access them.
I don't know much about computers, but if they hacked the server, couldn't they just unencrypt all the files?
I didn't have anything to do with setting up the security for the computer network, but I used a custom program on our files. It'll be nearly impossible for them to crack without a proper abadabadabadon login.
Oh my god, I can't do that voice.
Wait, I thought. Hold on, I thought
You gotta
were
do the
joking.
voice. You're locked in. You
Wait.
can't change it once you're locked in.
Phoenix,
Wait,
Phoenix
wait,
has
wait.
something.
Wait. You weren't joking about the gender swap.
No.
We're not joking, but there was an actual
It's the main
legit
premise.
explosion at this lab area, and like 7 people got permanently changed into women.
What?
Here,
Fuck
here,
is-
let's here.
This
One
is like an
sec.
ass backwards isekai.
Big lore.
Here, one
No.
sec. One sec.
One sec.
Let me go show Drew what Dan used to look like.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Here, it'll be posted in the Abadabadabadon
On the Abba Dabba Dabba.
It's, oh man, there we go. That's what Dan
There you
used
go.
to look like.
What?
I'm gonna go check myself quick. What do we got here?
He used to be a tall, slender hunk of a
They,
man.
30 years old, my ass. You'll make your
That's how gender bender works.
did they like maybe check the game for STDs? I feel like
This is fucked.
gotta.
I don't think they checked anything for
Actually,
STDs.
thanks to the gender switch, most of them are actually super healthy and won't ever get diseases.
Yeah, sure.
I calling bullshit.
That's how gender bender works.
That's how Mafia works.
No.
That's how dead memes work.
I'd like to, but most of my processing power is used up on DNA modeling simulations to find a way to reverse this genetic lock problem. I'll look into it, but it's not really my area of expertise.
Give me a call if you find anything. Or give me a call if you just want some good action.
I found the nachos.
This was a promising turn of events. We might not be screwed over. We might not be screwed after all.
That was
Also, Dan, give me a call if you figure out how they make those great nachos.
I already told you, they use crack.
So, they need an abba dabba 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 dabba
Oh, he
dabba
got
dabba
stuck.
dabba
He's in
dabba
a loop.
Don login, huh? Do I have one of those?
I work here. I probably
have
should.
I am in charge. You'd think I'd have one.
What's wrong, sweetie?
Don't.
Actually, I've
No.
got good news.
No.
You do? Do you have more cigarettes? I'm
You see
almost
Dan
losing
when
my
you
voice
visit
here.
the
I need more
lab,
cigarettes.
the blue-haired computer specialist.
Nobody had blue hair when I visited.
I mean, from after the gender swap explosion.
The explosion made people's hair blue?
Of course it did. Get with the program, woman.
It's current year.
Turns out all our research data is encrypted. The only way to access the files is with a research staff member's password. I don't think anyone's given their password away yet.
Well, that's good, right? It's gotta buy us sometime. Maybe buy us some cigarettes.
As long as one of those scientists doesn't have a really stupid password, then we're fine.
Hey,
Something
expiring
like
champion.
1234. Like I've
Got
got
any
my
sandpaper
luggage.
cigarettes?
I do.
The scientific staff might be a tad eccentric, but they're working professionals. They won't have stupid joke passwords. They'll have taken it seriously.
1, 2, 3, admin.
Password 1.
These are the same scientific staff who created a breast expansion serum because they wanted jigglier boobs, right?
There's that word again.
There's that word again.
Ah, yes, the
Phoenix
word
is
the.
just like Phoenix is like the actual normal person in this group, by the way.
Yeah. He's just like having a crisis right now. It's like this shit actually exists.
I think I'm having a
Pay
crisis.
money
I think I'm having a calamity. I think this is worse.
Merry Chrysler.
You paid money for this twice.
He did. We are very grateful for our Lord and Savior God.
Grateful's a very strong.
Correction,
Great.
Chris has paid money for this 3 times. He funded
Why are
it and
you already
done it
playing
twice.
Visit the Lab?
It's a surprise. I got a dick.
Alright.
Wouldn't be surprised if this
Well, I'm
ran
going to
on
head
scene.
down to the mall and speak to CBT Security and see if they picked up anything on our security monitors. I spoke to the computer team. Apparently, it would be easier to hack this on site rather than remotely. This
If the security camera catches someone on camera messing with the computers last night, then we can fire and sue them on the spot.
We can let CBT security do the rest.
If
It's a
only your
long
security
shot, but it's
system
not
would
like we
be
have
good.
many leads at the moment. Abba-Dabba-Dabba-Dabba-Don was a big company and had several assets throughout town. We had contracted a local security company to patrol our buildings, keep an eye out for any vandals, and it was good to have someone on call if there was a break-in. They did good work, and we'd called them a few times in the past. They had a few security cameras around, and I was hoping they'd caught our traitor in the act.
So, Phoenix, are they hiring you?
Who's in
I,
charge
no
here?
one been
Look,
behind.
it's
Who
Dan.
the
It's
heck?
an actual man.
It's
hi, Mom.
Dan's
Yeah.
brother.
This
Who wants
is
to be Mark?
Oh, hi, Ma.
so what the DeviantArt conversation I said earlier. This
I'll
is
be
just.
Mark.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mark. That would be me.
How
Name's
many
Ma.
times can we say "Oh hi, Mark" before we progress the story?
I'm Nathan from Abadabadabadon offices. I believe we've spoken on the phone a few times in the past.
Oh, I thought your voice always sounded a bit funny.
No,
I didn't
Neon,
realize
no.
you were a cross-dresser. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You look great, girl. So anyway, how's your sex life?
You can't just ask someone like that. That's sexual harassment. Don't touch me.
Trying to be Tommy Wiseau. Sure, go for it.
Can I pay you a
Footage
lot?
of
You tell me
Abadabadabadon
what's-
offices 2 nights ago.
I'll give you $100 to fuck off.
We only recorded
I will pay you
exterior.
more.
The rest was the accomplishment patrols by our staff members. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not.
Can I have a look at your footage? I want to make sure you didn't actually hit her.
Sorry, it's a little private. Please no.
Sure, I'll bring it up on one of the monitors. That's strange. There's a green-haired girl hiding in a fern insect.
That's one of mine. Just ignore them.
Just
I
ignore
seriously
them.
need a better lab supervisor.
Then be
Supervisor.
Derek then. Let's have a look.
Is anyone leaving the building after midnight?
Not that I can see here.
Can I get you to look through the footage for that night for me? And send me a list of who enters and exits the buildings, and record the time for each of them.
That's gonna take some time, but I'll get to you the next few days.
That
Good.
takes no
Send it to
time
me
at
as soon as
all.
you're finished.
No
could do
problem,
that in
and
an
girl,
hour.
you look great in those heels. Keep on rocking it.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Wow, that is accurate.
What did you just fucking say to me, you
I spent a
bitch?
bit too much time walking down to the mall and used up most of my lunch break. Technically, I was a board member, so I could take as long of a break as I wanted, but something about it never felt right to me.
Nice humble brag.
Ah well, skipping lunch would probably do me good. If I ate too much and I'd stop fitting in these clothes. Rose would never let me hear the end of it. Speaking of which, I probably need to buy a new outfit sooner or later. Watching this dress every night was becoming a real chore. Looks like I've got a bit of time left this afternoon. Time to do some investigation. Who should I interrogate today? Speak to the legal team. Speak to the basement nerds. Speak to Jack.
I think we should speak to our people and go to the basement, nerds. Anyone?
I'll let other
Basement.
people decide this time.
I'm not
Vote for the
affiliated
basement
with you.
nerds. Basement
Basement
nerds?
Basement nerd.
I might go check on the basement dwellers. Maybe they've made some progress
No,
on
not
tracking the
even-
hack.
Not even nerds, just, well, you. Stereotyping
Seems
piece of
unlikely, though.
Don't worry, they deserve their titles, Drew.
Stereotypes are based in truth.
You two better not be playing Magic the Gathering again.
They literally were, by the way.
Jeff? Who wants to be
Hi,
Jeff?
my
Must be
name's
Jeff
Jeff.
from the Overwatch team.
We're hot on the trails of our hacker. There's no time for card games.
That is the wrong accent.
Wants to be Zaki.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, we did play a quick game during lunch break.
Ah, no, he didn't.
So,
Shut up,
you know
Zeke.
who stole our data? Is it boxers?
We've narrowed down the data down to a few loose connections, and we set up a slow trace to determine who robbed us. They bounced their connection around the globe, but we're tracking it down.
To be fair, our only experience in computer hacking like this was a video game we both played in high school. But the principle is the same.
Could
Principle
you
is the
shut
same.
up, Zeke? God, you're ruining our reputation.
Shut up.
What's the game called anyway? Hacking something?
Ah, yes. Hacking Private Ryan.
God, that's a fucking goddamn B-list horror movie right there.
It's a World War II horror movie.
It doesn't matter. We've made good progress, and we'll have something solid for you soon.
Ah, yes, we're now the German buddies.
Wir sind aus der Shermans, ja.
Hey, what time are you two normally finish your shift?
About 9! Oh.
5.
And I normally finish after Zeke at about 5:30. I do stay back if there's maintenance to do. Once last week, I was here until 11.
Once we were playing a card game, lost track of time, and didn't realize it was already 9 o'clock. Well,
It was no o'clock. Why would you tell Nathan that? Are you really trying to get fired?
I'm honest, I'm sorry.
It's the blonde hair. It makes you dumber.
You two keep tracking this hacker. Let me know when you have more information.
Got it,
Consequence.
boobs.
What the fuck did you just fucking say to me, you little bitch? I was starting to get an idea of everyone's finishing times, but even if I did get a precise list of departure times from security and compared them to the time of the hack, it was still only circumstantial evidence. I needed something big, but but what I needed more than anything was time. Boxers were probably cracking our encryption right now, so I needed to move faster.
A one.
Sweetie.
Nope, that
Find out
wasn't.
anything at the lab?
Oh yeah, I found exactly what I was looking for. More cigarettes.
You found the hacker.
No, I found sandpaper cigarettes.
So what were you looking for at the lab?
It's a surprise. I'm saving it for a rainy day.
God
I bet
damn
I
it.
know what it fucking is.
Unfortunately, I think so too.
Alright, it's a good thing the forecast was looking cloudy. Well, I've spoken to the CBT security.
CBT.
CBT.
Cock
Oh,
and
the
ball
security
torture.
footage. I'm also finding out everyone's departure time, so I can see if there's anything odd on the footage. It's a shame they don't record inside the building and make things so much
It's a
easier.
shame they don't record in the bathrooms.
Yeah, but it'd make a million more problems. We trialed internal surveillance, and Jack used to look down women's tops without being seen.
Called it.
I don't
'Cause he's
realize how
jacking
big a
off.
creeper Jack was. I knew he was an asshole, but he's seriously messed up.
Hopefully he'll die soon.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
I've been smoking around him for years. He'll die of secondhand smoke before I do.
So that's why Terry
Oh.
Fast. I hope he'll die soon. Holy
It had been a long day, and I still didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. This was tough, and having to wear a skirt wasn't making things any easier.
Is it wrong I'm rooting for Jack now?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think it is.
So, what's this thing you got from the lab?
It's a surprise.
Damn it, woman. You know I don't have time for surprises.
You
Yeah.
might not hate this one.
It's from Bad Dragon.
Tell me.
Nope. Hey, do you want to go out for dinner tonight? The fridge is pretty much empty.
Pizza?
I'm thinking fish and chips because apparently we're fucking goddamn European now.
I think you're retarded.
I've pretended for 7 years to be mentally retarded.
Nah, you'd have to be crazy to eat them more than once a week. Those things are ridiculously unhealthy.
And fish and chips aren't.
Unless they deep fry them 10 times, they'd probably be better for you than those nachos.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you here, woman. Those were some bomb-ass nachos. Rose and I didn't eat Rose out much, aside from a few work functions where we were forced to attend. Although the two of us were quite well off financially, spending a fortune on expensive dinner always felt like a massive waste of money. Fish and chips might not be the most elegant meal around, but we were both hungry, and it'd be nice for us to get out of the house for once.
Koku, let me say something real quick.
No.
No.
I just want to tell them a quote from that the succubus route that we did.
Want to hear a funny quote from the scout?
Maybe the fact that I got super drunk last night negates the sex demon mind control.
What?
That is the
Maybe.
correct quote.
Maybe. Well, there's a lot of drunk teenagers around. Bunch of hooligans.
The Green Cat always sold dirt cheap cocktails. Aside from getting a sack of goon, it's the cheapest way to get drunk around here.
And you know that from personal experience?
I might have gone through a wild phase during high school.
And also now.
And
Now I'm
college,
wishing I met you
apparently.
a few years earlier.
Okay,
You find us a table. Well, I go. I can't do that voice. I'm gonna like throw up.
Improve your voice skills, mate.
Alright,
Well,
I got
I'm
you.
sorry that I'm drinking while doing this.
I can
I'm
do it.
sorry.
I can do
I'm
it.
sorry, I'm
No,
not a
no, no,
ventriloquist.
you're
I
doing-
can't
you're
just drink a
doing the right
bottle
thing.
of water and do a voice.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll pick up
you
a second.
find us a table while I go buy some food. I'll shout this one. It's not every night you get to take your lady out to dinner.
Unless those scientists kick up their game, I have a sinking feeling I might be stuck like this for a few months.
I'll make it work.
What do you mean?
It's a surprise.
Oh,
Like a
it's
dick.
definitely
I'm gonna get a dick. I turned into
Definitely.
myself a dick.
Bad dragon.
I
I'm
wonder if I
Dickle
can find a
Rick.
table that's a sufficient distance away from those teenagers. It's only a matter of time until one of them drinks too much and throws up everywhere.
Hey, look,
This
it's me.
boardwalk area was ripe for development. If I had known this place that got this much traffic, I'd have opened my electronics store here instead of across the road at the mall. Probably wasn't a good idea to bring that up with Rose, though. I knew how she felt about that electronics store.
Not enough masturbators in there.
She would have been right about this one, though. The place was packed with people.
Phew. It sure was busy in there. I had to take like 10 cocks to get out.
Where exactly did you go?
There's a fish and chip shop just past that building over there. You can't see it, but it's definitely there. Trust me, I didn't go into some alley and blow a
Sure,
guy.
I'm glad you pointed that out for me.
All those heroin needles out there don't mean anything.
Guess I'll just have to take
Back in my day, they had
Where's
better
the
heroin needles than yeah, I can't go back there.
It's one of those take a number and wait places. They said they'll have our food ready in about half an hour.
Ugh,
Fuck that
but I'm
food.
hungry now.
Damn, that's a long ass wait.
It's fish and chips. What are you gonna do? Go to
Yeah.
another fish and chips place in Australia? Yeah, that's what I
Yes.
thought. You ain't gonna find another place. just skips with the dialogue.
Honestly,
It sound really sudden, but
Are we honestly missing
Really
anything?
rude.
have you ever thought about kids?
God
I think
damn it.
about the
I think about
I'm-
kids every night.
I'm calling it.
I mean,
I'm calling
not
let's,
right now. Our
yeah,
place is way
let's-
too small to
Chris Hansen.
have a nice
Go.
cooking setup for 'em.
Chris
But,
Hansen,
you
why
know,
don't you have a seat?
Goku.
once we move somewhere big, we could
Goku.
probably set up a good smoker and grill.
Goku,
What?
we're gonna drop this kid bit, okay?
Why?
You're gonna drop a kid?
No, yeah, we're gonna
Drop
drop the
kid,
kid
kid.
right on his fucking head.
What? You don't like the eating children joke?
No, we'll just play this part straight, okay? Just no,
Straight?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
I don't like it.
Really?
Oh. Alright.
Don't like kid jokes.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
okay.
But with you being female, that kind of complicates things.
You didn't even freeze out of your sperm.
I'm not gonna stay like this. I mean, it's not that bad, and I'm getting used to it surprisingly quickly.
Okay.
But I won't be female forever.
Let me just pose a question here. If they froze their sperm when they're still dudes and then got turned impregnated them,
It's
would
masturbation.
it be cloning themselves?
I refuse to contemplate that.
Way of doing incest possible.
I don't
That
think
would
that's
that would be the
incest.
yeah. Actually, that's a good point. That's the worst form of incest you could do.
Would you have an instant Habsburg jaw?
There would be probably a 50-50. I don't know what the actual probability is, but you know, so much easier to just fuck up your genes when they are the exact same and no genetic difference.
Perfect clone or horrible incest baby?
I want to be an incest baby.
Well, you don't have to want. You already are.
You're right.
Wow.
You're right. We would have to make it work. But if we
We
want to
got
have
that.
kids one day, then we can't both be the same gender, if you know what I'm saying.
Where are you going with this woman?
And if in a purely hypothetical state, if I quote unquote grew a penis, I'd want a few years to get used to being a guy first.
If I
So that
grew,
make a better dad when we had kids.
if I grew a big 3-foot Fuda cock, I'd have to wait a few years to get used to it first.
I'm not gonna lie. That does sound pretty
I'd have
hot.
to catch up on all the masturbation.
Are you actually telling me you're considering turning yourself into a dude? For me?
God, you're desperate.
I've got the transformation serum right here.
So,
Whoa!
That's why I've been smoking the sandpaper cigarettes to get the right voice. I've always wanted to be a man, Nathan. I want us to be together, Nathan, and I want us to raise a family and be great parents together.
I want to be
The
inside
serum.
you.
I want to be inside you.
And it'd probably make our nightlife more interesting too. There's only so much you could do with the X position.
Rose, it's been less than a week. It won't be long until those scientists at the lab find out a way to reverse this. So don't do anything hasty.
It's irreversible. I've read the other routes, Nathan.
What are you, some kind of a interdimensional being here from a different timeline?
Yes.
No, I'm being played by a dude, making a dude made another dude.
It does have some positives.
Dudeist.
I'll give it that.
Okay, so how about I hold on to the serum for a while and we make a decision further down the line? I'm still
Where
not
is
gonna stop smoking the cigarettes. I
Where's
love
she
this
gonna hide
man.
it? She doesn't have any pockets. Oh wait, she does have some pockets.
Yeah, it's the prison pocket. It's just no reading of the lines anymore.
You are right, though. If I am stuck as a woman, then turning yourself into a man would be one way we could start a family. I've never imagined myself being the mum, but I'd make it work.
Why is he so British?
Yeah, us Australians are half British.
No.
I know they're all the convicts Britain didn't want.
You'd make a great dad, but let's save this conversation for later. Right now, I just want some damn chips and fish.
Oh, tell your wife you'd make a great day.
Jesus Christ.
It's a feminine penis. Don't worry.
It's not gay if it's feminine.
Me too.
This makes it better.
It's not gay if it's gender bender.
Let's hope so. I'm starving.
Extreme. It's gender bender extreme.
Rose brought up a good point. Things would probably work out if we both got a gender change. It'd be a bit of an unorthodox relationship, but it wasn't really that bizarre. It'd be fine.
It's pretty
That being
bizarre,
said,
Nathan.
it was still really early days yet. I'd been a woman for less than a week, and that wasn't nearly enough time for the scientists to reach any conclusions about whether this would be permanent or not.
They can literally figure it out in one night.
At the rate things were going, it was much more likely that tomorrow Liam and Derek would tell me they'd found a way to change us all back to normal. They were good kids. I had my utmost faith in them. Wouldn't be long until I found out that was a horrible, horrible mistake. Rose and I spent the rest of the evening eating fish and chips at the boardwalk and talking about our future.
And then we went home and ate a different kind of fish and chips.
Here you go,
Ew.
Drew. Here's your favorite parts.
No.
You know, if you were stuck like this, Nathan wouldn't work for a name. Natanina is a funny, but if we're going for actual names, Nadine would suit you.
Now, let me tell you, woman, that sounds a little
damn.
too much like
Tits.
sardine for me.
Okay, those are actual titties.
Tits.
God damn it, I have to censor this now.
Yes.
You can censor
You
with
call
my icon.
those
You call those.
those look like two small little pennies.
No,
taken
no,
from
look,
something they
if-
shouldn't be on.
If the nipples are the eyes, you can see there's a small frowny face. Like right
Oh my god, no.
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 I
It's a
never
sad
wanted
boy.
to be a whammon. My eyes are puffy.
Good night, Rose.
He's got puffy eyes on his chest.
It's got like Garfield comic eyes with a tiny frowny face.
No, it's the Doctor, I have puffy eyes. You've been looking at too much porn. How do you
The
know?
next
Trust
morning,
me.
I was woken by a
know.
call from Liam. He didn't sound too happy, so I made my way over to the lab. Those kids probably needed a new Bunsen burner or something. Bunch of fucking nerds.
A new Bunsen burner to go use it for their new bongs.
Oh, are we gonna get the woo voice?
Oh,
Also,
God.
Neon.
Yep,
No,
gotta
maybe.
do my Valley Girl accent again. Hey, Nathan.
No, you will not use
Hey.
the Valley Girl accent, I swear to God.
Judging by your tone on the phone, you didn't sound happy. I take it you have some bad news to break to me? Also, damn, that was a great rhyme.
Goku.
I should
Do
consider
you want?
a job as
Do you
a
want
poet.
me to do the Liam Nutt voice?
Yeah.
Sense?
Who the fuck do you think you are, trying to steal my voices?
Well, you've been doing Nathan for a while.
And?
Let me voice.
Well, I see how it is.
Do you want to switch over to Liam for
No.
this conversation? You just want to do both of them, like I
No,
do
you
when
can-
we're
you
alone.
You can do the lion voice, okay?
Wait, now that our character's on the right side, are we the antagonist?
Yes. So what's wrong? Aside from the fact you've given yourself enormous boobs for no describable reason. That is
Discernible.
Discernible? Discernible. Discernible.
We're stuck like this.
You're kidding.
No.
She's not.
When we made this Ninja Swap serum, we gathered a bunch of samples from random people in the population. We tried to get every win we need in order to create a functional quick stage serum. By sheer coincidence, one of your samples in our wing bank contained a wing that, when activated, causes a Wex change on its own.
Oh god. Torture.
Actually, Goku, I want to hear yours again.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm doing it such an injustice. You're so good at it.
We thought our genders will swap because we replaced our Y chromosome with the X chromosome, but we were wrong. Our serum altered our physical traits to give us big breasts and giant hair, but with several of our genes were overridden by this gene. And unfortunately, this gene prevents any alterations to our genetic structure. We would contain all this gene. Fuck, I can't do it anymore. Which would have nicknamed the Dina-Lin gene. There's no way to remove it.
So we're fucked.
Now it's a central part of our genome, which unfortunately means that all of us will remain genetically female, regardless of what serums we come up with. I'm sorry.
He's so much better at it.
Are you sure there's nothing you can do?
Yeah, I've looked over everything. Let's stick like this.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Goku, it was just you and me. Do you know how much more shit we get up when it's just you and me?
Listen,
Listen,
there's shit, and there's shit, right?
listen. You're a girl. I want to be a guy.
Oh, yeah, you are a guy. I accept that. Just come over here and fuck me, okay?